Welcome, my name is Justin Kennedy. I'm here with Justin Gaming, and I got a little bit of an informal guide to you on how to use an Xbox 360 controller for the Secret World. Now, I had to use a little program called XPadder, and there are other programs you can access, but I suggest XPadder. It's a really good one, allows you to do it, and you can do other controllers as well, but what I'm going to show you today is with the 360 controller. Now, what we're going to look at here real quick, pull up the game. I'm going to show you my controller setup, and as you can notice, it's a little bit odd. I use different keybinds and stuff, but I want to be very basic and clear to you. If you use a mouse and keyboard, then you need to stick to using a keybind setup that you're used to. So if you switch back to the mouse and keyboard, you don't have to go in and change all your keybinds again. So that's the reason why you're looking at right now. My keybind setting is because it's what I use for my keyboard, and so it's what I'm also going to use here for the controller. Now, I will provide you a default and version here to download later. Alright, so let's take a real quick look at here and what we got. And as you can see on the controller, and you're going to see areas light up as I push them so you understand what's going on. Now, what you're really looking at here to begin with is each button. I've lined it, I've provided a picture with it. Makes it very simple for you to understand. And let's start off with just basic movement. Usually WASD, for me it's a little bit different, but all I use is that left joystick. If you look at the left joystick, I hold up, it's highlighting up, and it's going to move my character forward. And we can actually look at that. So we can look at it moving the character forward. Left, I have it set on strafe. Left and right are set to strafe. And I have the back, going back will make your character walk backwards. It's a very basic movement system right here. Now, I want to be very specific. Left and right is not turn left or turn right. It's strafe left and strafe right. And the reason for this is that when we go back and look at the camera controls, it's going to be the right joystick. It's going to control your turning. Now, this is a little bit unique here with this. This is a double combo. It's a combo button push, essentially. What is happening when I move this joystick is this right-clicking my mouse, which is usually the camera control. It's right-clicking my mouse, and then it's moving left and right. Now, if you look at mine, it's inverted. So if I go up, the camera goes down, and if I go down, the camera goes up. Because I prefer inverted controls when I'm using a controller. Don't know why, I just got used to it. So we got used to that. So we can move around, as you can see, and move the camera at the same time without any problems, which makes it really nice. So it's a nice movement system. Now, obviously, it's a little bit slower, and you can't increase or change the speed. I've actually increased the speed of the turn. I've doubled it from what it was at default, because at default it's decently slow. So the turn does react a little bit faster for you. Now, going on, as you might notice already, the select button is the game map. Just because I like to pull it up real quick and close it. And up is V. Now V is key bound to in the game to auto loop. So that makes things simple. And X activates my sprinting, which is already activated. So yeah, there we go. You see it down there popping up. So X activates the sprinting for you. So those are the usual things you're going to be using a lot. Now let's go over here to the A, X, Y, and B of the controller. Now what I've done, I'm going to jump down here, is as you can see, the A button is jump. I always want to be able to use the jump. Alright, so these are my keybinds. Keep in mind, I'll give a default that has it as 1, 2, 3, but it's very nice. What we've done here is you see I've got, and what you'll see, pushing right here is an attack, right here, and then if you notice, let's actually fight these guys. So they want to. You should see it flashing a lot, and there's a reason why. So you just saw it flash a lot for a very specific reason. I have turbo turned on, and you may not like it, but if you have turbo turned on, it makes it very nice with the controller because you can just hold it, and it will keep using your ability. So you can easily switch, boom, 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 switch over, then use your next attack, and then switch real quick. So you don't have to keep here pushing it yourself and you're constantly pushing a button. It makes it very nice, gets rid of some of the strain from pushing the buttons. Now, here you are wondering, oh, do you only use 3 abilities? All you have is spacebar for jump, and you've got your 3 abilities. Well, in reality, no. What's nice about the secret role, which we all like, is the fact that there are few abilities. There's only 7 active abilities that you can use. So what I've done is design this left trigger. You see it up there in the top left, glowing. Left trigger, when I activate it, it switches, keeps everything else the same, but changes those 4 buttons. So there's my other 4 abilities. Now we can use all 4 abilities in here. So that makes it very nice. So let's go around and look. And the last 2 things are left mouse button is tab target. Right mouse button is switches my weapons if you have a reason to be switching weapons. And the right trigger is customizable to what you want. I just put it at control. I use it for Vent, TeamSpeak, C3, whatever voice program I'm using is what I use it for. But it's your choice. So let's move around here and actually look at a bit of the movement and how it basically works. So you can see I'm just holding down buttons, and thanks to the turbo, it is able to go. So there we go. I'm gonna hit V for auto loop. Turn on sprinting back on. Boom, character's back in sprinting mode. Let's get moving. So the camera moves decently, pretty good. Allows you to do it. Alright, so let's switch trigger. Let's start off with some rifle shots. There we go. Attack. Yeah. So, as you can see, it works pretty well. We're just going to go on back here. It looks very simple. Now, some key things to remember specifically about this, and as I already said, is you're going to want to go into your settings, and we're going to actually go into them real quick. And you want to turn off a little option here. And that option is queuing abilities. Let's see if we can find it real quick. Interface options. There should be an ability queue underneath HUD. So if you go to interface options HUD, you say enable ability queuing. It's on by default. Turn this off if you're going to use my setup. The reason is, first off, it's annoying because if you push it more than twice, it's going to go twice. You don't get a choice there. So I think it's a bad system flaw to begin with, but some people like it, so that's why it's implemented. On by default, it's kind of annoying, so just go and turn it off. But the reason for this is the fact that I do have these abilities that I'm using on the controller on Rapidfire or on Turbo. So when you hold it, it just keeps pushing it, pushing it, pushing it, pushing it. It's actually on a 0.10 second delay for pushing it. You can make it shorter or take longer, but I would suggest it. Now, so if you have that ability queue turned on, look right there. I mean, in 1 second's time, it's going to use that ability 10 times before it moves on to the next one. So you need to make sure that you are very careful and have that turned off, otherwise it can get frustrating. Other things to remember is, though, I suggest using full screen. I'm using windowed mode borderless, but there's a little issue. If the mouse is near the edge and I push to the left, if I keep doing it, you see the mouse starts moving a little bit, and you actually can't see it. Let me pull it down so you can. You see it starts moving a little bit, and it will end up coming off the window, and it will click off. So full screen, not borderless, will actually help doing that. Borderless window, you might have that trouble, or windowed mode, you might have that trouble as well with the mouse sliding off. You still have to use keyboard and mouse. Don't get me wrong, I could have sat here and designed a little bit where start brought up the menu, and then you went through and clicked on things and then moved the mouse with the joystick. Sure, I could have done that. But let's be honest, it's not easy, it's not efficient, and it's not designed for for that manner of clicking and stuff. So you have to use the keyboard and mouse still to click on objects and to maybe go through your menu. Of course, to talk and chat, you're going to have to use it. So if you want to customize it further for yourself, then go ahead and do that. So that's about it. I'm going to wrap it up here. These are the controls. I'm going to provide you in the link below in my video or on the threads that I put this into or on my site. I'm going to provide links to 2 different setups. And we're going to look at these real quick. I created a default inverted setup. This is better. This is more simple for you all. This will work. WASD movement. So if that's what you like to use, you use the default setup. There you go. And then the abilities are just 1, 2, 3. And we go over here to the other set. 4, 5, 6, 7. So you're able to use them. All that. So that makes it very simple. And I create a default inverted, and then for those who don't like inverted controls, there is a default non-inverted as well. Same as that for the default setup, just it's also not inverted for you. So it makes that very simple. So thank you for joining me today. I was happy to bring this to you. I played all day yesterday with it. We got to switch back here. I can't move. I played it all day yesterday with it for 8.5 hours using controller. It's pretty comfortable. I don't see a problem with it. I actually kind of liked it. It might be nice for some sit back and relax sessions. Makes things fun. So I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me today. And please follow me at justingaming.com. That's my website. You can follow me on Twitter at jkkennedy26. You should see it down there below, both of those. You're going to look at them. And you can also follow me on my YouTube channel, Qualis Gaming, which is kind of hard, AQUALIS Gaming. But you can find that here. If you go to my website, it has all the links for you. Very nice. I also have a Twitch account, JK Kennedy. So we're looking at a little craziness here and all these things. So just go to justingaming.com. It's got all the links for you to everything, to my Twitch, to my YouTube, to other profiles I have out there. It's just all available to you. So go to justingaming.com, do that. Follow me on YouTube, please. Subscribe to me. Very helpful. So follow me on Twitch so you can know when I'm streaming. I'm going to be doing a lot of that coming up here in the next for the next 2 months. Not this next week, but the week after that, I'm going to be streaming a lot. I'm going to be releasing videos daily. So be on the lookout for them. And if you follow my Twitter at jkkennedy26, I'll be putting my updates, what I'm doing, when I'm doing it, providing you plenty of information so that you are aware of when it's happening. So thank you for joining me today. Hope you liked the controller setup. Hope you're happy to possibly be able to use it now. I've seen some of the people on the forums on Secret World asking about it. And I think the game with its skill system really allows for controller setup to work really well. So I ask that you please follow me, and that's all I ask for. And thank you, and have a good day.